Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for this week's weekly safety recap. Before we get started, make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find additional videos of this nature, toolbox safety topic videos, and leadership training videos. Well, let's go ahead and get started with the weekly recap. Of the several jobs I've visited this week, I continue to notice a steady improvement in team participation in the PTP meetings, as well as good team spirit and effort. I did note a few areas of needed work on some of the jobs, and I'll cover those a little later. But first, I would like to talk about camaraderie. Now, camaraderie is the mutual trust and friendship among people who spend a lot of time together. I was talking with a group of people not long ago about the importance of team spirit. It was a lively and informative session. Not long after the meeting, someone sent me an article on camaraderie, and I thought I'd share it. Now, studies have continually shown that the most productive teams are those where trust and camaraderie rate highly. A good team spirit has consistently measured as one of the most important factors in job satisfaction. While a poor atmosphere is one of the key considerations when an employee decides to leave, so trust and a positive morale must be a consideration for any employer or manager. If you're concerned about the atmosphere in your team, or even if you just want to ensure the spirit of your team remains high, here is a list of 10 camaraderie building tips. Number 1, hire wisely. The first step in fostering a great team spirit begins with the hiring process. Now, if you have 3 members of the HR department in the interview and not a single member of the potential employee's team, then it's going to be difficult to assess how well they'll fit in. Yes, you want to know that the potential employee can do the job, but you need to know that they'll mesh with the existing team too. As well as the employee's line manager, have a member of their team present. You'll be glad you did. Number 2, create an onboarding process. Once the hiring process is complete and you selected the best and most suitable person to join the team, ensure that they know where they stand from day one. A good onboarding process will allow new members of staff to meet and get to know each department, as well as clearly outlining what is expected of them in their new role. Investing in new employees from day one will pay dividends in the long run. Number 3, communicate. Being a good communicator boils down to one key element: listening. By listening and acknowledging your team members, you show them respect and thereby build trust. A few words of praise or encouragement goes a long way too. Ensuring there's a culture of receptivity to new ideas and collaboration can be great for building a happy and committed team. Now, this is especially relevant for remote employees. Be sure to schedule regular communication with remote workers and consider using remote working tools so that workers can connect and collaborate in real time wherever in the world they are. Number 4, give everyone equal airtime. How do work meetings usually go for you? Are there a handful of speakers and many more who stay quiet? Do you present to the team and then allocate 5 minutes for other business at the end? If so, you may be unintentionally harm the morale of some of your team members. Being heard literally is a key to how your employees feel about their positions. They may choose to stay quiet in meetings without realizing that this is affecting their confidence and feelings of inclusion. Number 5, encourage social events. Plan a team get-together that takes place outside of the office. A work lunch, and not a working lunch, is a great opportunity for team members to get to know each other on a personal level, which can help foster better relationships. Aim to make it a low-pressure event. You might love the idea of a group outing to an outdoor adventure park, but this could be some of your employees' worst nightmare. Think relaxed and informal. Number 6. Clarify roles and hierarchy. Knowing exactly where in the personnel hierarchy everyone stands is helpful to all people at all levels of the business. It's useful to know when you can push back on decisions and who the ultimate decision-making process sits with. Of course, it's great to foster an inclusive environment where all team members' opinions are heard, but knowing who has the final say prevents staff from feeling overruled or ignored. Number 7. Specific goals. It's a good idea to ensure all employees are up to date with company goals as soon as possible. Aim to feature company missions and objectives in the onboarding process so that staff knows what's required from day one. Uphold these values by including regular updates in weekly meetings. Once objectives are firmly established, you can move on to interdepartmental goals and individual targets. Having a clear idea of these will help teams to stay motivated and committed. Number 8. Beware of micromanaging. Few things can negatively affect the morale of a team like the lack of trust from a manager, and if you're one prone to micromanaging, then this is exactly the message you're giving to your employees. Do you really need to tell staff members every day what they're working on? And do you really need to proofread every email that goes out? If the answer to these questions is yes, then you may need to go back to point 1. Appreciate uniqueness. Ironically, forcing a team to be together for set 9 to 5 hours, Monday through Friday, could do more harm than good for communication. Allow a little room for the individual in your team. Flexible working hours are great for the early risers and night owls, and dedicated workspaces and breakout areas can help introverts and extroverts happily coexist. Consider remote work for those who struggle to get into the office too. Remote workers are often more productive than in-house staff, so write them off at your peril. Your staff probably all have different personality types and preferred ways of working. Start the conversation and find out if diverging from the most traditional ways of working could do wonders for your team. Finally, number 10. Hold brainstorming sessions. Your sales teams have the best ideas about how to sell to your clients, and your marketing team have the best ideas about establishing brand presence, right? It makes sense, but by limiting ideas to only those deemed experienced enough, you could be missing out on a wealth of ideas. By holding monthly brainstorming sessions with the entire team, you generate some outside-of-the-box thinking, and the staff feel more engaged in helping the business grow. Leave a suggestion box and encourage staff to leave ideas here. That way you can be sure you're getting ideas from those with something to say rather than just those who like to talk. Building a sense of community in your workforce won't happen overnight. Staff need to feel connected to their teams, and for this, communication is key. Take the time to connect, listen to, and make yourself available to your employees. Foster an open, supportive atmosphere, and the rest should come easy. All right, on with the recap. Personal fall protection equipment. Let's ensure that we take care of our personal fall protection equipment. When finished using it, store it in a safe place out of the weather and exposed to the sun's harsh ultraviolet rays, which can weaken the webbing. Also protect them from harsh chemicals such as oils that can also cause deterioration of the webbing. Take care of your personal fall protection. Your life depends on it. Safety glasses and hard hats. Safety glasses and hard hats are required to be worn on all job sites. Why? Because head and eye injuries are one of the largest recordable injury rates in the construction industry. You only have one head and two eyes to last a lifetime. Take care of them. Respirable silica dust exposure. Some call it the new asbestos. Respirable silica dust arrives from many sources. Sheetrock and sheetrock mud does have silica dust that can rise above the permissible exposure level set forth in the standard. Make sure we use water and a respiratory protection with an assigned protection factor of 10 when doing demolition of sheetrock. Consult OSHA 1153 Table 1 for common concrete breaking activities and the required protection from respirable silica dust, and or speak with your supervisor or consult a safety professional. Next, let's talk about dropped objects. Doing work overhead for man lifts, scissor lifts, or scaffolds. You have a duty to protect those below. Make sure to barricade the area with overhead work to prevent the entry of unauthorized personnel. The pre-task plan. Ensure that the PTP is completed, reviewed with participating team members, and signed by participants prior to the commencement of work activities. Pencil whipping the PTP to satisfy the safety guy shows your true attitude towards safety. Next, I'd like to talk about toolbox safety topic meetings. I'm starting to concentrate on toolbox safety topic meetings. This is a real weak point throughout. OSHA's requirement for regular hazardous training is met through this activity. Pick one day a week and talk safety with your team. If it's not documented, it didn't happen. Make sure that you document it. All right, everybody. That's it for this week's weekly recap. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature along with toolbox safety topic videos and leadership training videos. Until we meet each other again, take care of yourself because you're number one. Look out for your coworkers and help ensure their safety. Have a grateful day, and remember, I will see you in the field. And I can't even see to turn this damn thing off, man. What the hell is going on here, man? You son of a bocce.